Unbelievable! Fucking moron. Couldn't cross 2 lanes of traffic right in front of me. This is why I hate Tampa drivers. They're indecisive. He did the same fucking thing. Unbelievable. Well, anyways, what's going on, YouTube? Besides me almost getting ran over. I'm glad this shit stopped, though. So anyways, got a new camera set up. It's in the front of my helmet now. Got a new mic adapter because the old one was broken. And I'm just going out for a ride right now, so kind of testing out, see how this new mount is and see what the angle that I need it at for exactly what I want. But it's probably better than being on the side of my helmet because I got a wider field of view. Anyways, surprised I am as calm as I am after that right there. I guess I'm just used to it. Yeah. Alright, so I got my headphones in, and you notice that there's no microphone coming from there. So I got this little like Bluetooth adapter that a headphone jack just plugs into, and it's like the size of maybe a pack of gum. And you pretty much just charge that up, and then you can, you know, keep the wires off of your, you know, out of this, which is all Bluetooth. And so far I love it. It's just sitting here in my pocket on the inside. So, speaking of close calls, I really mean, I've had my fair share, I guess you could say, but there's been a couple times when it's gotten pretty close to where I thought the car was gonna, not cut me off, but like more or less like run like to the side of me, like they're like turning into like the right lane and going over to the left, and they don't see me. I don't know if I'm in their blind spot or not, but that's happened actually right in this exact spot right here. So that's one thing. That was one close call. But other than that, I've been pretty good at anticipating what people are going to do, and because of that, it's gotten me kept me pretty safe. I mean, I know it doesn't always end up like that, but other than that, I mean, crashed one bike once. Bike was fine, just, you know, the only thing that was hurt was really my pride. And that was out when I was doing a north run up in Brooksville, Florida. Just went into a corner too quick, ran off and into the grass, and the bike just low-sided. I fell on top and the bike kind of tumbled around a little bit around me. But other than that, it was all good. I rode the bike home and it was fine. Just needed a new new clutch lever and a new shift lever. And then the mirror was broken off. So it was like, I knew just nothing. A little scratch in the fairing, but not bad at all. Taking the highway is probably a bad idea. It's probably congested as hell right now. But I'm kind of in the mood to go out there, maybe like see the sunset or something like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Give you guys a good view. But I do remember this one time a couple was on a bike. I think it was a CBR, and he was in the right lane. I'll explain actually when I get up on the highway, because this is where it happened. It happened on the highway. We were heading to bike night. My real good friend of mine, Ian, we were heading to bike night, and I was right behind him. The bike that got hit was in front of him a good ways away, probably like half the football field. But we were on our Bluetooth, and I just remember him saying brake, 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 and you know, so I jammed the brakes on. And so this guy was he's on the right side of the far right lane, just how I am right now. And there was another biker that came flying up. He was on the white line to the right, and he like shaved the side of this guy's bike. And that's when my buddy said brake, 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 and we just like, you know, we were braking real hard because it happened so quick. And I remember seeing him, this guy that got hit, I think his name was like Anthony, I don't know, but he was he got hit. He pulled the bike to the side of the road, and the passenger got off, and she kind of like stumbled off and fell over. I think she was in shock or something like that. I don't know if she got hit. I think her leg got hit a little bit. But then I remember seeing the bike and the guy fall over, and he just starts, you know, like screaming. So he got hit pretty bad. What happened was the front of the bike that hit him caught his leg from the heel and pulled it. I guess it got, you know, his pant leg or something like that got stuck and pulled his leg, wrapped it inside of like I guess the rear sets of the other bike, and his entire right foot got twisted backwards. And there was, I mean, so you can imagine a leg getting completely twisted. So I gotta get around this guy. These guys are going super slow. And so his right leg got twisted backwards, and I remember because we were the first two to get like on the scene. I guess the bike that hit him eventually went off the road and to the right, but the rider wasn't injured, other than I guess like getting bruised up. But his right leg was twisted around, and his like lower, just above his ankle, was completely opened up. You could see the bones sticking out. They were broken, obviously, because they got twisted around from the impact. But we were sitting there on the side of the road with our bike lights just kind of lighting up the scene, and holding this guy's foot still, because it was literally just dangling off. It was like the most amount of blood I've ever seen in my entire life. And for that exact reason, I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna, you know, ride around those kinds of riders that are like really pushing it too hard, because I've seen what happens firsthand, but also because I don't ever want that to happen to me. So I'm gonna wear all the gear I can. He was wearing shoes. I don't know that if he was wearing a full boot, if he would have gotten, you know, gotten spared. But it's just hard to tell. You know, we got him there. I threw him the jacket on him, the same jacket I'm wearing right now, and I just, you know, I'm like, you know, talking to him. He's completely conscious and in pain. I felt really bad for him. I just, you know, it's hard to be around. And you know, eventually paramedics got on the scene. Another guy, I didn't remember his name, but I knew that he had a bike that it said Jordan on the side, and I think he was an ex-Marine, so he had some good know-how about, you know, like triage and that kind of stuff. And you know, pretty much just kept him calm, put a tourniquet on, and waited for the ambulance to arrive, which seemed like an eternity. It was probably like 15 minutes, but you know, still, it's a long time. So that was pretty harrowing. Other than that, I haven't been really around any wrecks, which, I mean, I cross my fingers. I don't want to be around around any. Speaking of, I guess, the story, the guy that I was running with, my best friend, he was the one that was riding with me that night. He had the bike night at the same exact place. I mean, it's really like right up here where it happened. And he passed away at a bike accident, and the bike just failed on him. He tried to do what he could and couldn't get around his circumstance and position of what the bike was doing, and ended up passing away. So that was, that kind of screwed my head up for a while, because we had been best friends for 8 years. So same age as me, and real close to his family still. And it just sucks. But I know that he'd be kicking my ass if I ever said that I was going to stop riding, because he's the one who got me into it. He was the one that picked up the bike, my first Ducati. He picked it up and put it in his truck and took it back and taught me how to ride it. And we rode together all the time. And this kind of our thing, So I miss him, but hey, I know he's still around, still watching over. And that's with the blue band on the throttle I have here, and the metal bracelet I carry has his name on it and his birth date and the day he passed away. Just to keep him around, keep him with me. So yep. Yeah, there we go. I don't even know where I'm driving right now. Where am I going? Who knows? I'm just kind of riding around. That's a cool McLaren. So this is where Quaker Steak and Lube is. It's a big bike night every Wednesday. I'm pretty sure there's probably nothing going on right now. I'm just gonna cruise by. So anyways, yeah, let me know what you think about the new video, like, setup, I guess you call it. I don't know, having the mount on the front of the helmet versus the side. I know you can't see like the glare of the visor, but I'll tell you what, it's a whole lot more comfortable. Also, I mean, the wind's not tugging on the GoPro, like, tugging on my left side of my head. Watch out. Big sweet township. Oh, yeah. I always love when the freeways are like completely open, because it means I get to let the legs stretch. And also, I cannot wait for a track day on the 20th. About 2 weeks. I go into Austin, Texas this weekend for MotoGP. Flying Friday. And then the next weekend I'm going to the track, so that's gonna be a lot of fun.